Hello YouTube. So we know this is a serious video when it's like panned right. But I'm not used to doing videos, so I'm trying to figure out where to go. I think this is more centered. Um, I This is gonna be a real emotional video for me, and I'm gonna try to focus on the camera and try to focus on talking. I usually don't pan this way. I'm gonna back up because I'm too close. I never wanted to make this video. Let me just start off by saying that I never wanted to make this video, ever. And just the idea that I'm having to make this video is so upsetting to me. I'm going to try real hard not to get emotional. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, but I'm not used to feeling this way. Basically, the gist of it is it's a lot. This is a lot, and I never wanted to make this video, and it's a lot, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell the story because it's so much, and I've done really well about only telling people I trust, but there's so many new people in this hobby, and the most recent situation that I've gone through in this hobby has made me want to leave this hobby. Now, the video I made yesterday is still completely true. I want to work on other dolls, I want to do different projects, I want to do all these things. That's all still true. The problem is, now I'm going to have to find, yet again, for the third time, another artist. And I am so tired of doing that. It's real upsetting when it's real upsetting when you come into the hobby and you're new and you don't know who's what or who's who has a reputation or who's like a fly-by-night or who scams or who's legitimate or what. And you don't really know who to trust because nobody will talk to you, and then you get banned from this stupid Facebook group over the stupidest things, and it's the only place where you actually were doing well and meeting good people, and all the other ones have way less members, and you're just kind of on your own. There's no Facebook groups that are the same. There's no BJD friends where I am. And you don't know who to trust, who to go to, where to go. Your connections are essentially cut in half because of that. And rewind 2 years when all this happened in May of 2015, and I thought that I didn't need this group, and not being in it was okay because I could find another way and I could find more friends, I could find more people, but that group really has the most and all the other ones don't. And what happened is I met an artist, and it was the third one. The first two I don't even want to discuss. I will go very briefly into the first two. So the first one was amazing. They were in Europe, and they did some incredible work. But I didn't want to do like the shipping back and forth. It was expensive. So I moved on to somebody else. And then I found one in the same state as me, which was really great and awesome. But Um, I was making this zombie doll, and she cut into the resin to do that, and basically ruined what I came out to find later, and I completely new to this hobby. Don't forget that. Was actually a Doll's Town doll, which is a very expensive doll. Um, so here's this first artist who's amazing, but in Europe, and then a second one who destroyed one of my favorite dolls, which was actually in limited edition. I found out later. Um, so yeah, the third artist I actually found when I was searching through eBay, and again, I'm not going to name names on any of these artists because um, I would never do that, but I need to tell the story. So the third one I found on through eBay, and I thought their work was phenomenal, like beautiful and different and shadowy and unique and cool and really not like any of the other ones I'd seen before, which I thought was awesome. Um, so the third one really impressed me, and we started a business relationship. But this was right after I lost probably one of the best opportunities in my entire life. I had just quit at the bank, and my heart was heavy. I was extremely depressed. My anxiety levels were through the roof, like crazy, through the roof, sky high, and I wanted so badly to feel something. And I was doing everything right. I was eating right, I was exercising, but it wasn't enough. I wanted something that was mine, something unique, something beautiful, something that would really bring joy to my life. And that's when I got into the BJD hobby, fully into it, because the first time with these artists, I got out of it and I was done. This put me back in when I saw this person's work. So we became in a relationship, a working partner relationship, and it was really good at first. I send I sent a lot of the money all at once and a lot of the dolls at once, and I know that's stupid. Please understand I was new to the hobby before you start judging me and calling me crazy or stupid or ridiculous or whatever noun that you think describes the actions that I did, because I understand now that wasn't smart. Um, and over time, I would get the items, and with this artist in particular, I would do full sets. So the full sets would include the eyes, the wigs, clothes, whatever, and it was great because whenever I got them, they were done. I didn't have to do anything. That was like awesome. Um, and I really enjoyed that about that. So fast forward to 2017, and I'm just barely receiving a doll that was paid for back in, oh gosh, well, the COA says the doll was made um, December of 2014. So it probably took like 6 months to ship at the most from Dear Mind. So, um, like May of 2015. So, as an artist who receives an item in May of 2015, why did it take until July of 2017 to get back? And And a lot of you could see it in some of the other videos that I'm like, you know, getting through something, and what you're seeing is the anxiety of having sent these dolls to someone who is either not working on them or not working on them fast enough for me to get them back and enjoy. More importantly, what was sucking, what was hurting, what was causing the most anxiety was the fact that by the time I got them, I could not keep them because of life. Whatever reason, I needed to buy something else, I needed to do something else, whatever. So we're at basically a standstill. I'm at a catch-22. You know, I'm like, damned if I do, damned if I don't, because I just don't care anymore. I don't want to be in this hobby anymore. Because of this artist. Frankly, I mean, I love the dolls. I have faith in other artists, obviously. I know other people can do amazing, incredible things. But it's really hard when you're in a relationship with someone for this many years and you kind of build a trust there, and then the trust is continuously broken over promises of sending something back. I'll give you the best example. There was a full set that was closed. I don't like to get into money, but I'm just going to go and tell you. There was a full set that was close to $2,000 in October of 2015. It's still not here. And when I email, oh, it'll be there in a month, it'll be there the next month, it'll be there next month, I'm still not done, I'm really articulate, it takes time, blah, 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 blah. There's always excuses. And I'm just like, I don't feel scammed because I have gotten some dolls back. And I know this person has the dolls. But how hard is it to say, I can't complete the work and let me have them back? I feel like I'm fighting with somebody. I feel like I'm arguing a losing battle because I'm not getting anywhere. So tonight, oh my gosh, my chest is hurting. I'm trying not to have a panic attack on this video. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna breathe in, breathe out. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm trying to calm down, not get too excited. So tonight I sent an email and I told this artist, you know, we've been doing this for a while, this back and forth thing. I'm not seeing results. I'm not getting anything back. So what I would like you to do is, because I've paid you so much money, send all of the dolls back. I don't care if their face-ups are done or not. I don't care if their outfits are done or not. I don't care if their wigs are done or not. I don't care if their eyes are done or not. It does not matter. Just send them back to me. And I was actually quite polite. I know I sound like I'm mad right now, but when I wrote it, I was actually quite polite. You know, I said all the pros and cons of our relationship. I mentioned everything that's great about this artist. I mentioned the dolls that I did receive back were amazing and phenomenal, and I love them. But this artist is having personal family issues. They have expressed to me that they're having personal family issues. It's not that hard to tell me that they can't do it. I know the reason why they won't. The reason why they won't is because that means that they'd have to refund me for what I've paid. And they don't want to do that. Well, I am so much at my wit's end that in this email, I told them, keep the money. Just keep it. Because they've already spent it. I don't think they'll be able to wait to pay it back anyway. I mean, I'm stupid for paying that much in front. I should have just paid half down, half when it was done. But I mean, I had it then and I thought I wouldn't have it later, which is true. Frankly, it's true. So, and I know it's not right. It's not right to let them keep it because I'm not getting any real work done. But I'm so tired and angry and frustrated that I just can't. So I was like, just keep it. But I want you to cover the shipping for all the dolls back. That is more than fair, considering they only have like less than a dozen. And I've never wanted to talk about numbers on this channel because I don't think numbers really clarify who is better or who's worse or where you fall or what your status or class is in the hobby. But you'd be surprised how many people think that way. A lot. A lot of people think if you have less than 20 that you're trash. Some people think you have to have at least 5 to be considered in the hobby or 10 to be considered in the hobby. It's crazy. So I don't like to get into numbers. But I've had to sell so many of my dolls I can never, ever replace because they were LE to pay for outfits. To pay for outfits. Because the outfits cost between $200 and $400. Outfits. We're not talking about a doll anymore. We're just talking about an outfit. So, I have seen a lot of new subscribers come on this channel. This is the first time I've actually engaged with you guys. Typically, I just come on here and make videos. We share comments below, and that's kind of our arrangement. You can send Q&As, whatnot, but this is me engaging with you, asking for your help. I want you to comment below or email me or DM me, anyone that you know that is established as a good face-up artist. They do not have to be in the United States. They just have to have a good profile for me to look at. I want you to also let me know if you know any people that make doll clothes. And that's it. Because at this point, I just want my collection to be back to the way it was before. And what I kept seeing was this artist posting full sets on eBay when my dolls weren't even completed. Guys, you have no you have no idea how hard it is for me to stay calm during this video. I'm being real calm right now, and it's hard. It's making my chest hurt. Like, my heart is physically beating 100 miles per hour right now. I'm gonna have to drink water after this and like take some really deep breaths because I'm past the point of tears. I'm just like mad and on adrenaline, and I want my stuff back at this point, and I'm so upset, and I hate that new. You can see my fingers are like, yeah, and I hate that new people in this hobby are having to deal with this. This is something that I've seen that only happens to new people in the hobby. It's like this hobby has no real kind of anyone in charge. There's like no mother hen. There's like nobody. It's like all like wherever everything is whatever. And if it gets to the point where the only way that I can stay in this hobby is to not have a face-up artist and just take the way it's painted from the company, that is better to me than not being in the hobby at all. I'm willing to take that sacrifice because this is the third artist that this has happened to me with. And it's hurting my heart. It's hurting my chest. And before you guys write, not all of you, because I know most of you are subscribers, but there are a lot of trolls in this hobby. And before one of you stupid trolls decides to write below, well, just learn how to paint yourself. Shut the hell up. I am busy. I have things to do. I have a life. Okay? I don't have to learn. I can find a good artist who will follow through with their word. I don't need your trolling below telling me, oh, well, just do it yourself. There's a lot of things we can't all do ourselves. So don't do me that way. Don't put me down. Don't make me feel like trash. I already feel that way enough. I don't need somebody else to make it worse for me. I am just so overwhelmed. I'm overcome with emotion. I need to get this off my chest. I'm sorry this video is long. But that's what's been going on. That's what you're seeing in the other videos. That's where the panting is coming from, the anxiety and the hurt and the pain, because this is the main thing. I loved this artist's work so much. And again, I'm not saying that nobody else can paint, and I'm not saying that nobody else is as good. But when things would finally come in, they would be beautiful. They'd be artistic. They'd be a work of art. I hate that it's come to this. I hate that because of family issues that are beyond their control, that I've been put on the back burner. And oh gosh, should I even bear to say these words? I hate myself for being stupid and naive and believing stupid and naive and believing that it was a smart idea to send the money now I have it and send all the dolls to a complete stranger. That's basically what I did. I'm so stupid. I'm like the stupidest person I know right now in the hobby. I mean, that's like worse than recast, and I don't think recast are even that bad. But to send a doll to a complete stranger that you've never met, that you never know, that you just contact their email, that you don't know their phone number, you don't have any social media with them, it's crazy. It's just crazy. And I mean, I guess all artists you have to build a rapport with. I mean, you don't really know anybody, but this hobby has been so horrible to me that I want to leave it. I really do. But like I said, it's 50-50. Half of me wants to leave. The other half is like, what can I do to stay? Because I really want to stay. I want to leave so bad though because it's so easier to leave. It's always so easier to just exit when things are horrible. But then at the same time, if I was to leave this hobby, where do I go from there? These were bought for anxiety. What's next? I've tried slime. I've tried fidget spinners. I've tried squishy toys. I even got like a special mattress to try to have some kind of peace to calm this everyday storm that you guys see throughout this channel. I'm done trying stuff. I need this to work. I really need this to work because the thing about the dolls that's different than everything else I have is that I bought those dolls when I was really, really down and out. I had the worst manager of my entire career talk down to me like a piece of garbage, trash, cigarette butt on the side of the road that caused me to quit a job that had amazing benefits and paid well and probably would have been really good long term in my career, but I could not deal with this person. And then it essentially led me to getting demoted to a lower position, and my pride could not take it. And you have to understand, if you don't know a lot about mental illness or anything like that, it's hard to understand what I'm saying, but when you go from feeling really good and really like you're going to be successful and you're making good money and you're doing great to like bottom of the barrel garbage piece of trash, like exit the building, you're not needed here. It is a completely it's like a 180. And so when I got into the BJD hobby, the reason why the dolls mean so much to me is because I bought them when I was at my worst. And to see something that you bought at your worst go to something so beautiful and amazing is really good to me. That's like the only silver lining, because it would be real easy for me to just exit the hobby completely and sell the dolls. It doesn't even matter if the face-up's incomplete when they send it back, because people will buy them that way. It would, and I have the COAs. It would be real easy to just leave the hobby, but I worked so hard with that horrible manager on top of me every single day. I worked so hard for that money, for these dolls, to give up now. And it's just like I said, there's two parts to me. One side is saying stay in the hobby. The other side is saying get the hell out, because this is too much. It's too much on my anxiety. It's too much on my nerves. It's too much on my heart. It's too much on my chest. It's just too much. So just leave. Just leave now. Don't waste time on something that's not going to get better. And that's why I come on here and talk to you guys about why it is necessary to have at least one friend in this hobby. Because when you're completely new and you're completely unseasoned, and even if you've been in it 2 or 3 years, if you don't know a lot about it, you can get scammed, you can get lied to, you can be cheated, and eventually a person breaks. It becomes too much. You can't deal with it anymore. And they leave. They leave the platform. People on YouTube have left the platform because there's no money to be made anymore. People leave things that they love because it's hard to love something that's not benefiting you anymore. Selling 101 is features and benefits. What's its features? How's it going to benefit you? The dolls benefit my anxiety. Somehow, some way, seeing a visionary art come to life really, really helps me. So yeah, that's what you've been seeing in the videos. That's what I've been dealing with for years. I wanted to come clean about it today because I sent that email. I'm not even sure what kind of response I'm going to get back from that email. Obviously, I'll update you guys whenever I know. But I just feel so cheated on this hobby. I feel like trash. I feel like worse than the people in the recast hobby are treated. And the whole point in joining this hobby was for me to have a community and a group of people, and I'm just not getting that right now. I'm banned from the best Facebook group for the hobby over something so freaking stupid. And I just feel completely cheated. And I don't know if this video is going to help anyone or not. I really don't. All I know is that to all artists, if you are a BJD artist, if you have too much stress or anxiety or depression, please do not take on any commissions without letting the person know that it will be a few months to a few years before they get their doll back. Or just don't do it while you're down. Because what happens is you essentially are turning your pain into their pain. Oh, my leg is starting to hurt. And when that happens, it gets real bad, guys. It gets real bad. I don't really know what else to say. It's a work in progress. I'm going to see how they respond. I'm hoping that they're not going to argue with me about sending all the dolls back. I'm going to try how to find another artist. If you know any, please comment below. I'm just winded, guys. I'm winded. I'm tired. I'm beat. I'm beat up. I am just done. And like I said, one side is stay, the other side's go, and I don't know. If you go back a few months, you'll see the video about the dolls, hutches, thankies, and more. And if you notice, there are more repaints than there are BJDs. There's a reason for that. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, notifications below, and subscribe. And share this video with anyone that you know in the hobby that this might have happened to. If you want to know the artist I am discussing, you will have to DM me. I'm not going to put their name out there. That's it. Bye, guys.